What is up, everyone? This will be my jungle tier list for the new patch 15.13, and there was actually a lot of jungle changes, so I'm going to go over each champion and tell you my thoughts on them and the changes in the game itself. So for starters, my tier list is here as plus category, the very best champions. S tier, obviously super strong right now, incredible champions. A, B, A is really strong, really good one trick, and B is generally in the lower tier, but they're still very much playable in the general tier list. And we have C and F tier, obviously are not really falling to prawn. And in general, my tier list is going to be like a emerald average tier list. There are going to be some champions favoring higher while other are favoring lower, but this is going to be my tier list in general. So first, starting Lee Sin, discussing champion. I've told you from last time, I think this champion overbuffed because, well, I guess Riot wants to see Lee Sin at MSI. Good for them, okay, but this solo queue meta is just going to be dominated by the most annoying champion ever. So Lee Sin, extremely broken. I'm not happy to see him, and I'm very not happy about that at all. Actually, I'm going to show you guys exactly all the changes right here. So let's just go over this real quick. So right here, as you can see, right away, the Briar changes were huge. The bug fixes were really good, really important. They made her actually really broken. Why? Because this champion sort of pilots herself. So when you fix something that is enhancing the piloting effects of itself, it's going to make her really strong. Secondly, her E, the second part being way quicker, which is like double the speed, is super strong, right? Because less time to react, less time to respond, and just overall gonna get you more value overall. So the Briar changes are absolutely huge. S plus category, they had to nerf her slightly, but she's still really strong. Fiddlesticks changes, super good for him. Extra AP on his main ability, gonna help him in every way. Great change for Fiddle. Obviously, he's really good. He's gonna be really good. Secondly, the Kindred buff's really good. Ulti cooldown is always going to be something that's really high cooldown. Kindred are really strong, so hey, why not make her even better in solo queue? Absolutely insane. 20 seconds is huge for her because of this ability, especially because she doesn't really get ability haste early game. It was really good and really disgusting to play against as well. Nidalee changes, her Q having extra damage. I don't know why. Nidalee just getting any buff right now is insane because she's already really strong. Pro play against MSI, guys. If your solo queue experience is absolutely tarnished, destroyed, thank Riot for being buffing things for MSI because that's what they really care about. And the Nidalee changes absolutely huge, made a really strong changes. The Rammus changes, absolutely huge as well, but not that really huge because his rework was a bit of a blunder. I don't even think he's honestly that great, but he's okay now. He's much stronger than he was the patch before. So if you like Rammus, you can definitely pull him off now. He's just a bit of a weirder champ now, better into AD and AP. And lastly, the Vi change. Well, Vi is a bit weaker in solo queue. She was already kind of destroyed, but because of MSI, number one jungle slot, MSI, hey, we're gonna have to nerf her for that. So if you enjoy buying solo queue, unfortunately your time is nil. And also Yorick as well because of pro play. So those were the changes going to the tier list. Lee Sin, absolutely a monster. Secondly, Pantheon Jungle. I think Pantheon Jungle is really good right now. I just think he does a lot of the early game for you, and he's really solid, and he's very easy to pilot. So I am very favorable of the Pantheon. I think it's a really good pick. As category, we talked about the Briar changes, really good for her. Her build path, you just have to go Titanic into Cleaver. If you follow that video I did. Very broken, very good, really strong right now. Kindred as well, we talked about it, really disgusting. Her build path is just really OP, and she's a big problem champion, as we can see. Kha'Zix, I do think he is the best assassin jungler in the game. So if you want to play a champion like Kha'Zix, if you want to play an assassin jungler in general, Kha'Zix just has to be your pick because of how strong they are. He is as that pick. Nidalee, we talked about, really broken, disgusting cat champion. Echo Jungle, still, I think Echo Jungle really good with the item buffs. I think Protobelt or Nasher's build really good on him, so he's in a really good position. Diana, I really like her still. I have been crafting a bit of builds on her. I've been trying some weird shit, but overall, even just doing the straightforward Leandry's build is really good for her, so I do really recommend, play more Diana Jungle for your AP. Fiddle, we touched about him, really good AP jungler. Talon Jungle, disgusting champion. He's much more better. I put him here because he's really broken high and low. Lower ranks, he's really bad, but higher ranks, he's the most disgusting, barbaric champion to play against. So I just had to put him up here because of how broken he is. Jin Zhao, really solid frontline champion. Very good. Jax Jungle, I've been trying him a bit more. So I actually think Jax Jungle is OP only into auto-based champions, right? So if you're playing against like a Briar Jungle or like a Warwick Jungle who's really favoring auto attack comps, Enemy team has a bunch of 80 carries. Jax is S plus category. But overall, I put him right A tier because I think he's really good with the attack speed changes. So, Jax jungle, really good. Jarvan, solid engaged jungler, very good to play. Very good into like immobile comps, right? So you want to do that. Veigo, the classic frontline or base for jungle in League of Legends, is in an okay spot. He has better days, but unfortunately, he has to settle for A tier. Such a sad life for Viego. Kane, same thing with Viego, has better days, but he's just signed and settling in the A tier category, which is still very nice to be in. Nocturne jungle, he's in a weird situation. Nocturne jungle, he should be really OP, but the problem with Nocturne is, I don't know if it's itemizations. I feel like he lacks good stat check items. Or in a sense, he lacks a lot of stat check. He lacks a lot of ability power, right? A lot of his spell power is all in his ultimate. So as he's getting levels, he's getting points into his W or his E. Realistically, compared to other champions, these extra spells that he's getting are really bad compared to, his W extra points are really worthless, and his E honestly isn't really that powerful. So Nocturne just feels like he lacks a lot of stat check level value. So as he's getting levels, his only real absolute power is his ultimate, and items don't really give him much more damage, so he isn't really going to kill people as fast. But he's a really good jungler. He's a really good solid pick that a lot of people should be learning jungle by playing Nocturne. Next we have Nunu. Nunu, overall solid. Leandri's AP jungler, really good for frontline, really good for just engaging. Graves jungle in the right hands is really good. Ghostblade is OP. Ranged junglers are good in some situations. If you're high skill, I would recommend like Diamond Plus to try some Graves. But honestly, if you really want to climb and you want to climb a cliff you never climbed before, Ivern jungle disgustingly broken right now. Shields. Honestly, this game has been driving me crazy with how broken supports enchanters are. Like enchanter supports in general. I honestly have been hating the game because I play against like a enchanter who just shields and heals someone, and there's absolutely nothing I can do. I put as much juice into the enemy champion as possible, as much damage as I can physically incorporate, and I just can't kill through a shield. It's absolutely crazy, the meta we live in nowadays, where a Sona or a Yumi can just protect someone and give them absolute immortality. It's really shocking. I'm surprised we haven't nerfed enchanters yet, because I think they all should be down in the gutters for how broken they are. Like, I played against some Sonas too, where I'm just like, wow, back in the day, this champion was a troll pick. You pick Sona, I would just delete you. You get caught out of position. And now I'm just getting kited around with this Sona W spam, shields, damages me. She does more damage to me as an carry champion, as a Rek'sai. She heals for more. She shields for more. I can't kill her. She just stat checks me as a support girly e-girl champion. And honestly, it really broke my mental a year ago because of this enchanter meta. But I'm glad it's still the way it is, because Riot really knows how to keep the game fresh. And Ivern jungle, really good for that. I might become an Ivern jungle one trick. Who knows? Maybe that's the destiny we all crossroads with. We all finally eventually come towards the Ivern, and that is just how life is. But moving on to the next category, we have Warwick. Really good, just solid champion, attack damage champion. Really good in lower ranks because stat checks, item levels, stuff like that. So I think he's just a really okay pick. Broken Blade played him top lane. Obviously, that makes it a bit more razzle-dazzle. But for jungle, he's a really solid pick. Trundle, honestly, I underrated him. I thought he was just pro play pick. Surprisingly, he's really good in solo queue. He just stat checks a really hard amount. Remember, this game is all about levels and how much your levels can stat check your opponent, right? Because items are okay, but they don't give you that much power. Your levels are going to give you the most power in the game. So when you level up an ability, for example, Trundle Q, it gives you absolute strong power. How much value are your abilities giving you as you level them up? That's a good thing if you want to think about how it affects your champion. Trundle ability is really broken, every single one of them. His W gives him a bunch of regen, extra healing effects, movement speed, attack speed in his W. His E pillar is just going to go even more, slows you for so much, right? So champions can just get really powerful in this meta based off how much stat check your abilities can give. Next, Volibear is another example, really strong. I really do like the Cosmic Drive Navori build on him. I think it's really good. I'm going to probably do some more Volibear videos in the video. Malphite Jungle, again, I actually think very broken. I think under radar right now. I'll probably play more of him to show you guys. Definitely bad Silas if you're going to play Malphite Jungle. Besides that, I think he's a very good pick. Velvet, the buffs were pretty good for her, so she's really happy in the current meta. It's good to be A tier. It's good to be where Velvet is. Shaco Jungle, he's okay. Honestly, don't see too much of him, but when I do, I know always to remember where I left my weapon of destruction to take him out. But yeah, he's a nightmare when you're playing against like a one trick, but overall he's not really that common. B tier Zed's jungle. Yeah, he's a bit. Problem with Zed jungle is super fast clear, super bad abilities, right? Like you're not really going to bring much value besides damage. You have absolutely no utility. So if you mess up your farm cycle, you're going to be in a really bad position. Also, if you're bad, you're not going to really get much value out of his abilities because, well, kind of got to hit skill shots. You got to hit double shurikens to kill people, and that's a bit of a struggle that a lot of people suffer from. But overall, super fast, clear jungle, but not that great. Amumu jungle, sad, but honestly, the jungle items have been, his items have just been nerfed really hard, but he's okay. You can still play like a pretty good way Amumu jungle game, but Diana jungle is just much better right now, so I'd recommend Diana. Zac jungle, really solid, really good. Not really, I was actually lying. He's actually not that good. Same thing, he's in a weird spot. He's okay if you're one trick, but I would not recommend him. If Fury jungle got nerfed, she's kind of in the gutter right now, so I wouldn't recommend her that much when there's other junglers that farm much faster. Elise jungle, same thing, kind of got nerfed. Not really the best one right now. Evelyn, really okay. As a one trick, you're probably in the A tier category for sure, but overall, just a bit harder to pull off. Galio jungle, my little bread and butter. I still think he's viable. I still think he's good, but I gotta find a new way to make him. His first clear just sucks. If his first clear was better, I would put him S tier category, but they nerfed Leandri, so that was his best item. And it's not the worst thing, but it's just the problem is there's so many people who farm so much quicker right now. So if they give him a bit of a faster clear speed, you know Galio jungle is going to be all the way up here. But he's still completely viable. You just have to get that first clear going, and then you're pretty much good to go. Hecarim jungle, very solid. Probably an A tier. I don't know why I put him in B tier. He was supposed to be an A tier. I kind of just forgot about him. But he's a pretty decent pick. He's very solid. I wouldn't have a bad opinion about someone who wants to one trick him as long as you know how to play his game. Wukong jungle has seen better days. Unfortunately, his clear speed is just way too slow to really make things work. Master Yi jungle, overall okay, not the best. Jace jungle, I do love him. I do perform really well on him, but for some people it's very difficult. But I think he's very strong, so Jace jungle, not bad. Turtle Rammus is actually not bad. I'd recommend some people to play him in lower ranks. I think we'll see more Rammus right now with the W buff changes. People might have to max that ability first, but I think Rammus jungle might be good. Poppy jungle, she's okay. I don't really recommend her because she usually gets banned or nerfed a lot because of pro play, but overall she's a good pick. Karthus jungle kind of sucks. Rengar kind of sucks. Rek'Sai kind of sucks too, but Ghostblade build has felt pretty good when I built it. Udyr jungle honestly doesn't suck this much. I probably should have put him A tier. He's okay after the buffs. He seems pretty solid. Leandri nerfs did affect him, but overall he's in an okay spot. Teemo jungle, also not that bad right now. Okay. Tilia, okay. Darius, okay. Not the best after all the nerfs. C tier category, honestly, really not that. I haven't tried too much Nico. Mundo, I think, is a bit of a bait in the jungle. I think he's better support or top lane. Gwen kind of sucks now because of all the nerfs to her. Sejuani is just it is not halal, she's haram. Yeah, you cannot eat pig, Habibi. It is haram when you digest the pig in solo queue. It does not help your body in fasting, so you do not want to have the pig. It is not halal, so we do not have the Sejuani. Rumble jungle, okay, but not really good. Morgana, okay. Leandri's nerf to affect these two. So these two girls are outside to go and just are not invited to the party anymore because of Leandri's nerf, so they're really gonna have to take up another hobby. Vi, because of the pro play nerfs, we saw that actually really affected her. Mordekaiser, okay, but honestly such a slow champion. Brand jungle, better than he looks, but overall not worth your time. F tier category, really not good. And Bessa just can't. Top lane nerfs has destroyed her. Silas jungle, worst clear in the game. Maokai jungle, pro play nerfs really bad. Shyvana, really bad pick. Skarner, blah blah blah. Anyways, that's my jungle tier list. I hope you guys like the video, or subscribe if I haven't seen you guys already. I've been taking a bit of a break, so I'll be back. Honestly, I'll be back streaming and playing a lot of solo queue probably around Thursday, Friday. So I'll see you guys then. If you want to catch my streams, I'm gonna be tryharding the grind, going to Challenger all the way. Can't stop me now. Watch some of the best solo queue of your lives. It might be Ivern, probably a few Ivern games, but who knows? I might dabble in all these tech. But I'll see you guys next time, and good luck on the game and good luck on the climb.